English class. You must get ready before your class starts because you all must sit in front of your camera or your mobiles and hold your pencils and try to understand the difficult words or the glossary which you come across in this lesson. And this is the last lesson, the final lesson from your textbook literature reader and 11th lesson, because 10th poem actually is being taken away. For Annie Gregory was not there, it's being taken off from our syllabus. Okay, I hope you all know about it. Okay, Annie Gregory is not there in our syllabus, it's being taken away. I just wanted to bring to your notice whatever the topics are not there from your textbooks. His First Flight, poem number 4, How to Tell Wild Animals, and poem number 8, that is The Trees. 8th lesson, Midgeville the Otter. Poem number 9, Fog, is also being taken away. And poem number 11 for Annie Gregory by William Butler is also taken off. Okay, this is the last lesson. The name of this lesson is the proposal. What does it mean by proposal? What does it mean by proposal? All proposals comes under imperative sentences, as we all know. Today we will have dinner together at Haveli Dakshin. Gagan said. Gagan proposed that we would go on, we would have dinner. It is Gagan proposed that. Okay, not suggested. If you take it as a suggestion, it's a different thing. And if you take it as a proposal, it's a proposal made by your friend. It's not a mutual proposal. Maybe this is the proposal of your friend. Okay, proposal in the sense we come across different kinds of proposals from the dictionary meanings. Before we get into this lesson, we just come to know what is the activity it's being given here. It should be done with the help of your dictionary. Anton Chekhov, he is a Russian writer, author. He had written this story, The Proposal. Okay, The Proposal is the story written by the author Anton Chekhov. Okay, the activity we need to go now. The word proposal has several meanings. Too many meanings are there. I think you might be knowing one or two. If you open up your Oxford Dictionary, you come across too many other meanings of this word. Can you guess what sort of proposal the play is about? Okay? Because unless you get into this lesson, you never knew what kind of proposal the author Anton Chekhov is talking about. Okay? Let us move on. A suggestion, plan or scheme for doing something. That's what I said just now, giving an example. A suggestion, plan or scheme for doing something is called a proposal. Second one, an offer for a possible plan or an action. It's an offer to have a possible action or a plan. Third one is the act of asking someone's hand in marriage. Okay, an act of asking someone's hand in marriage. Marriage proposals we come across. Proposal is a scheme of doing something. It can be a plan or an offer also. Okay, an offer for a possible plan or action is also called proposal. See, almost all the meanings or get associated with all, isn't it? So each and every, all three proposals, meanings or get connected with each other. Let's move on with this lesson. Then we will decide what kind of proposal is this. Is this a marriage proposal? Is it a suggestion? Or is it an offer for making any possible plan or action? We will check. We don't know anything about Russian wedding. Different weddings we know. India is a secular country. India is a secular country. In our country, India, there are many religions. In each religion, the marriages are held in different style, isn't it? We don't know much about a Russian wedding. Okay, in this lesson, the author has given some information regarding a Russian wedding. Let's move because we are very enthusiastic to know how a wedding of Russians takes place. Okay, let's move. Do you know anything about a Russian marriage ceremony? Read this article about a Russian wedding. Okay, we need to know about Russian wedding. Preparations for a Russian wedding. A Russian wedding is very simple. Russians marry in a very simple manner. But in India, I think we perform marriages in a grand manner. In North India, the person, the bridegroom, he rides on a horse. The high community people can only go on horse. The low community people, that means low caste people, have no right to ride a horse. You know that? You know that? Recently I read about this. When I was watching something, I came to know some crime story I was watching. I was crime patrolling, I think so. In that I have seen that. Okay. The rich people only are allowed to ride on a horse and go on procession, marriage procession. But when it comes to low cadre people or low caste people have no right to ride on the horse. The bridegroom is not allowed to ride a horse. Let's move. Here Russian weddings are very simple. They are not like our marriages. Okay, in our country the marriages are performed or held in a great scale, in so grand manner. See, the planning only includes arranging for rings. What do? Exchanging of rings between bridegroom and bride will happen. Bride's dress. That's true. Even in India also, they will be spending more money on suits. Okay, great dressing that we will have it. Great and grand dressing we would like to have it. Bride's dress, cards, and a reception. Do you think it is a simple marriage? Russians also have all kinds of marriage preparations like having great cards, buying great dresses, costly expensive dresses, and exchanging rings and having a great reception. Earlier, the bride's family paid for the reception. In earlier days, bride's family has to spend on the bride's reception. Reception charges, who will bear the reception charges? Bride's family. Okay? The girl's family will spend on reception and they will pay for everything. But nowadays, brides and bridegroom's families usually share expenses. In Russia also, sharing of the expenses happen between bride and bridegroom. Once upon a time, bride's family is only spending money on a reception. But nowadays, in modern days, in Russia, both the bride's party and bridegroom's party are sharing the expenses. A Russian wedding lasts for 2 days. How many days that they have this marriage? For 2 complete days. Okay, in our country we have, in some northern India and southern India also, in some places again, the day of or the days of spending this marriage time or wedding days may be extending to 2 days, 5 days, 10 days or something like that. But in India nowadays, keeping in view the expenses, we have shortened it to only 1 day. Okay, here in India we perform only 1 day. Rich people may be performing the marriage nowadays, that is there, no? Okay, 1 day for Sangeet, 1 day for henna, a function, this, that. Okay, it is again depends upon your pocket. If rich people are there, in the sense they will be performing for many days. If the family is a middle class family or a poor family, they'll be having this wedding just for 1 day. Okay, some weddings last, in Russia also the same thing. A Russian wedding lasts for 2 days. In Russia mostly the people will have the marriage for 2 days. Some weddings last as long as week. See, some rich families will have this marriage function or the ceremony for 1 week. And the occasion becomes something to remember for years. So what is the concept behind it, Once they get married, that marriage must not be forgotten by the people. They should remember the marriage ceremony for years. In order to keep it in mind, in order to remember the marriage, they'll be having this marriage for 1 week. Okay, this is very interesting to know, no? Okay, when we come to know, or when we know about the culture and the practices and the traditions of other countries or other nations or other states, we'll get very enthusiastic because we just wanted to know. Because we also, the comparing and contrasting also will be taking place, and here certain things are contrasting and certain things we can compare with them. Okay, and the necessary part of the wedding ceremony is a wedding procession of several cards. See, the wedding procession. Procession means the group of people will be walking, okay, along with the, maybe they are riding their cars or they are just driving their cars behind the car of the wedding. Okay, the marriage car, behind the marriage car, many other cars also would be following. It's a great procession. The procession must be grand. The marriage ceremony procession must be so grand. So consisting of number of cars, okay, having costly cars and expensive cars and branded cars and moving with many cars behind this marriage car is really great event in Russia. The remaining things we will be knowing in the next class. Until we meet again, bye-bye, take care, and you need to read this lesson carefully, and if you read it in advance, it would be much easier for me to take up this lesson, okay, because your responses will always keep me on track and you also can enjoy the lesson. Thank you, children. Bye-bye.